If you guys want to get notified whenever I buy or sell a player, make sure to follow me on ultimatetrader.club, sign up for free now, and check how I make coins with my trading journal. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another Market Watch video. As you guys know, today the Bundesliga first 11, which was fan voted, got announced, and we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about the potential investments, but if you guys like this sort of video, make sure to drop those thumbs up. It helps me get more exposure on YouTube. Thank you so much for viewing my content, for following me and supporting this channel, boys. Lately I haven't been posting as much as at the start of the year, but the problem is I have so much work to do that it just gets too crazy, and I try my best to provide you with content in FIFA as well. Now, as you guys know, today we got released, actually announced by EA, that this is the first 11, which was fan voted from Bundesliga. We can look at some of the players first before we go into more specific investments that you guys can make profit of in this week. So we're looking at Batshuayi. I do think this one, 87, is pretty cheap at 32k, 30k. That is a very good price in my opinion. I just got a few ones to watches for 30k. I sniped them. People are listing them close to 30k, and I know he was lower. He was at 25k at some point. That was the best time to buy. This week he has been stagnating at 30k, which was really good. But I do think once the team of the season Batshuayi version is out, he will go up a bit, because I just can't see this card with 91 pace, 96 shooting, 93 physical ability, 93 dribbling to be basically cheaper or at like around 50k. I do believe this is a 100k player at least, which would make his previous version of the inform go a bit up. Same with Bailey, in my opinion. If we check Bailey, I don't think his team of the season card will actually, with 99 pace, be cheaper than 100k. Maybe just slightly, but I can't see him much lower. 43k could be a good price if you want to risk for it. Don't expect too much profit out of it. I can see him go up to 50k, 55k, but not much more. Same Goretzka. Goretzka is dropping, but this team of the season is going to be cheaper. Way cheaper than others, because this year people haven't built so many Bundesliga teams. Most of the teams that I saw while playing the weekend league, I saw BPL teams, I saw some of the La Liga hybrids, let's say. This is what we can also see if we go and check the La Liga team of the season. The prices of the La Liga team of the season surprisingly aren't that high, especially like the CMs, the field where they lag the most in good players. They're not that high as I would expect. If we look at Casemiro here, 250k, like, and if we look at the BPL where we have Fernandinho, who can be compared to, like, I don't know, maybe Casemiro, Firmino, any of these Brazil players that play in these leagues, they're way higher in price. So in saying that, it just shows how much more the BPL team of the season is in demand, and I do think that the Bundesliga is even less in demand, and is possibly down at the bottom with the League One. I do think Serie A has a bit more demand. I do think that the Serie A will be more like, it will be better to invest in terms of the informs and the team of the season players and all of that. But looking at this team of the season right now, be aware of the demand. I'm looking at Goretzka's inform, who is at 81k. I would be hesitant to buy. I know it sounds cheap and it looks cheap. I do think there's a lot of chance that he goes back up, that he goes close to 100k values once the team of the season is out, because his team of the season should be expensive. But it's way riskier because, as I said, the demand on this league is very low throughout the year. This is what I've seen, and I don't want to risk it. The Bundesliga is a really tricky one to go with. If you go and buy the cheapest players and invest for these SBCs. Like, just here looking at Naldo. Like, if Naldo's team of the season is down to 150k, which is crazy because he's Brazilian, but we've seen Godin get to 150k, so why wouldn't Bundesliga player also go under 200k? We'll see. Maybe he will be higher than that, but the 88 here is at 100k. I was thinking a lot about it. I was thinking of buying him, but then I saw the 85 at 20k, going for 20k around the past 2 days, and I thought that was a really good buy. I just bought one for my team. I didn't buy them as an investment. I'm a bit sore I didn't buy more, because I do think he'll go up, but I invested a lot in gold Boateng, which I think will go higher, as we've seen on other gold cards, even though the ones that didn't get into team of the season of La Liga, like Marcelo, went up in price anyways. So I focused mostly on the gold cards this time out. This is what I'm also going to talk about. I want you guys to focus on the Serie A Calcio A golds, the ones that are good. Let's say, for example, Nangolan already. You can already start looking at them. Today, he's going to be a bit up because it's Friday. Everything is a bit up because people are buying for their teams for the weekend league. Keep in mind, if Nangolan gets down under 20k, that is a mad buy. That is a mad buy. When the Calcio A, basically Serie A, I feel weird calling it Calcio A. When the Serie A team of the season is out, this guy will go up, in my opinion. If he's going to be in the team of the season, he will go even higher than he would. But even if he's not going to be, he's a card in demand. People are going to start building their Serie A teams. And when they do, they will buy Nangolan and push him up in value. So keep that in mind. On Sunday, from Sunday on, keep an eye on really good Serie A team of this Serie A cards for the team of the season period. That will be already the time from Sunday evening into Thursday to buy these cards. But I'm going to talk more about that in the next video. I'm just trying to say that some of these cards here who are really cheap, like Batshuayi, could be good to buy. Naldo, maybe the 85 is still good to buy, maybe at 25k, close to those values. Hradečky at 20k, I'm not sure about that because he's the man of the match. He got close to like 16k of value already. He's already 5k up. Kimmich is too high, in my opinion. The right backs, the full backs don't perform that well in terms of market value. We've seen, yes, the BPL ones do hold a value, but if we look at some of them from La Liga, let's say Hernandez, let's say here we do have Felipe Luis, the price isn't that high to sustain a good amount on their informs, on their previous informs. And also, again, I need to note it here, like, I do genuinely think that the Bundesliga is less in demand than what La Liga team of the season is. So always keep that into account, even though that Goretzka sounds like one of the best cards in the game. Imagine what Milinkovic-Savic will look like as well when the Calcio drops. That will be just crazy. And we will see what how Goretzka reacts, and just follow these patterns on his inform and on his team of the season, because you will get an overview on how Milinkovic-Savic will react when he gets a team of the season for Serie A. If this guy performs really well, if his inform goes back up from 80k to, like, let's say 120k, go and buy Milinkovic-Savic's inform, latest inform. As soon as his team of the season is announced, when he's gonna crash even more, just buy the hell out of him, because if this guy performs well in a league that, in my opinion, is less in demand, then Milinkovic-Savic will perform even better. Now let's move on. For the SBC, as you guys know, there should be also an SBC for the Bundesliga period. We should get an 83 rated team, in my opinion. We will be needing to input an 83 rated team with a team of the season. Maybe EA will turn it around to bring up a bit in value the informs. It could happen. They did it with the rest of the world, which would make the team of the season cheapest go really low in value. Now, I didn't invest in the cheapest team of the season for the reason that I do think that if they are higher in value right now than what they were for the team of the season La Liga, before the hype started and all of that, I'm really worried to invest in them right now for the Bundesliga. As I said, I do think that's lower. The league is lower in demand. And what if EA throw a curveball? What if they do like insert or input like one team of the week card instead of the team of the season? These guys will go down. Now, if that happens, be prepared for that scenario. Go in and mass buy the team of the season, because for when the last team of the season is out, the best team of the season, it will definitely, in my opinion, need these cards. And the best team of the season will be the best team of the season cards out of every league that was out thus far. It will be like a starting 11 and the bench and reserves that are the best and the most in demand out of the whole team of the season period that we got. And that's going to be in the last week when the World Cup mode, I do believe, is out after the League 1 and Serie A team of the season end. So basically, keep an eye on that. I'm not buying them. I'm hoping for a panic selling. I think there will be panic selling, as we've seen on Tuesday, actually, when everybody predicted for the La Liga that the team of the season cards would go higher. They actually went down, because that's when everybody predicted to sell. Now, I'm a bit worried that there's not going to be enough demand for the Bundesliga, and if there's not enough demand for the Bundesliga SBC, people who buy them at 60k and who will potentially push them tomorrow to 65k, close to 70ks, once the Bundesliga SBC is out, and if there's not enough demand for that SBC, I do think that 70k is just too much in price, and we can catch these sort of cards in the panic selling moment, and I'll be ready. If they drop down to 50, 40k, I'm just gonna go in, invest, and sell on Tuesday, because I do think Tuesday they will go a bit slightly back up from that moment of panic selling, so we'll keep an eye. I'll also try and do a stream on Sunday, guys, for this reason, so be sure to be on my Twitch around like 6 p.m. UK time when they drop the SBC, so we'll check how the market reacts. Now, if we go and check the 80 freeze, guys, as I said, the 80 freeze at 2k. Tomorrow they could be even lower a bit, the 80 freeze, but not sure, because today the SBC ends. Once the SBC ends tonight, you could basically get some of these cards under 2k. 80 freeze under 2k would be really good, but make sure to buy players that can get linked up in the Bundesliga. Now, specifically, I know there are some Spanish Bundesliga cards that you can link up to others, so Diego Lopez Casillas might be a solid buy, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked that much into it. Just do your own research. Check which players could link up to other players from Bundesliga. I know Martinez is in Bundesliga as a central back. Bernat is, I do believe, a 79 left back, which could be linked up to all of these guys. Baumann is 2.5k. This is like not an error, but Futbin just registered someone selling Baumann at 2k. So basically, yes, the 80 freeze can go higher, but if there's no demand for the SBC, they will go lower. Now, I'll tell you that I have invested in freaking Stindl. He's 2.3k. He went up now. They all went up to like 2k. I bought him at 1.7k 2 days ago. Why Stindl? Because he's German, first of all. He's in Bundesliga. He's 82, and a lot of times I saw him as the cheapest solution in the Futbin SBCs, even though he's not right now the cheapest Bundesliga card, so I don't know if he will be in the cheapest solution. There's Gomez as a striker who's basically cheaper right now, so it could be Gomez that would be better to be bought if actually on Sunday with the SBC drop, Gomez is not higher than Stindl. Then the things will, the SBC will be inverted, because Cruz and Mario Gomez and Stindl are the strikers, in my opinion, that will be using those cheap solutions to be linked up to complete the SBC, and that's what brings them up in value. People don't even look and do their own research. What is the cheapest way to complete an SBC? They just go here, they find a freaking cheapest solution for any of the given SBCs, and they do it, and they push these cards high in value. This is how I made like 4k on Sanson. I predicted people are gonna probably put him in the Futbin cheapest solution. He went down, of course, back to 1k, but I bought him at 700 coins and I sold him at 4k because people just saw the cheapest solution and pushed him up so much in value that I was able to make so much profit off of that card. So you guys really need to take that into account. I do believe Rafael is a good one as well, but I wouldn't buy the 82s over 2k. I do believe that is already risking it a bit. I do predict if the SBC will be 83 rated, then these 82s will push up higher than they would if the SBC will be 84 rated. Keep that in mind as well. We're risking it here as always, but let's hope for the best. If we move on, just to see how some of the team of the seasons are reacting. As you guys know, today's Friday. We have the weekend league on, and that's when the prices of players usually push up a bit, which is normal. But honestly, the BPLs, as you see, they get cheaper and cheaper by the week, and this is something I predicted. I predicted every time that on Friday the player prices go a bit up from Thursday before the rewards, where you could have caught the current team of the seasons that are in packs for the cheapest values, and they basically get up on Friday for the weekend league, and then on Sunday they go back down in value and they drop lower and lower. This is what is going to continue happening on the BPL cards, on the La Liga team of the seasons. Today, in my opinion, is one of the highest prices for the La Liga team of the season. They are at one of their highest prices, except for Hernandez. Don't look at Hernandez. He's 75k. If there's like if the cheapest team of the season push up to like 90, 100k for the last team of the season. I do believe he will go up. He doesn't count in that range. But the ones that are not SBC potentials, we can see that they can have a really like they will just keep dropping and dropping as the weeks go by. And imagine what happens when the full team of the season is out. Everybody here will just drop. So if you hold any of these cards, sell them today. Sell them today. This is the one of the highest points that they will ever be. You could catch them maybe sometimes, you know, because the supply will get lower as they're out of packs. You could catch a short period of time when some of the cards will be higher, but that's just like a window where you have to sell these cards and you need to be extremely lucky to sell them. So honestly, from now on, it's just a downtrend like we're seeing on the Premier League. If you're looking into investing in the Bundesliga as well, as we've seen, Sunday is a pretty good day to buy, as it was with the La Liga. I bought a few Casemiros before the squad battle rewards, and actually bought him for 290k. He was at 230k later on in the evening, I mean on Monday when the squad battle rewards drop. So I do think that is something you guys need to take into account. I do believe some of the cards get really low on Sunday. You need to check for the Bundesliga, but again, I'm not sure about the demand, so I wouldn't risk it that much. What I would actually look at is the panic sells that could be coming in the next days, and I would be looking into investing into the Serie A cards, which are coming up. I do think that is a really safe shout, especially the gold cards. We will be doing another video pretty soon. I might do it a bit longer, so I explain more the process, why I would invest in the Serie A cards right now. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing that profit for the World Cup mode, which will be out in not even 2 weeks, a week and something, boys, and we're gonna already rock that World Cup mode. Looking forward to see that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this content, make sure to drop those thumbs up. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.